In August 2023, changes were made to Pakistan's election finance rules to bridge the gap between what candidates say they'll spend and what they actually spend. But here's the real deal. The new law won't wipe out the difference completely. Why? Well, the big shots just got a bigger budget. The spending limit for National Assembly hopefully jumped 150% to 10 million rupees. And for provincial assembly contenders, it's up about 34% to 4 million rupees. The perception? Politics in Pakistan seems like a rich person's game.
We set the limits, and recently, before Shehbaz Sharif's government kind of dissolved, it passed a law where it increased the permissible limit for the candidates of both national and provincial assembly. So now legally, any candidate of National Assembly can spend up till 1 crore rupees, and a candidate of provincial assembly can legally spend 40 lakhs. Earlier, the limit was, in 2017, this limit was 40 lakhs for National Assembly and 30 lakhs for Provincial Assembly. So yes, now candidates are allowed to spend a revised amount, which it's in the Act. So it has been enacted, and the limit has been increased. They are allowed to spend this new limit that has been notified. And as you know, in election campaign, they have to kind of reach out to their electorate. And for that, they spend on the campaign, on their banners, on their posters, on TV ads, on social media. They normally engage people to manage social media for them. So then they also kind of spend on transport to bring their voters to the polling stations. On polling stations, they also have camps, and there also obviously they need to spend. Most people I talk to, most former legislators, they say that actually, the budget is way more than the permissible limit. And now it's up to the Election Commission to kind of monitor and track and regulate and make sure that, the limit that's been set is actually implemented. Fairness of election itself depends on monitoring and watching carefully how much money change hands. Unfortunately, in Pakistan, we have a big informal economy, and much of the transactions are made in cash. So it's very hard to track actual spending. And another point that has been pointed out by many people is that the Election Commission, there's a loophole. That Election Commission in the law itself, someone spend on behalf of a candidate on his campaign, he can, just say that he didn't know that someone is spending. But the point is that, no one is spent without any agenda. So if someone is investing on a candidate, obviously he must be having an agenda. Why is he doing that? And ultimately, previously, the candidate was answerable for all this spending that's done by him or on his behalf. Now the Act has kind of given there is this loophole where if someone else is spending on a candidate's behalf, candidate is not responsible for that. So that opens up a big avenue to kind of spend, not show that it's basically the candidate who's spending. I think it's extremely important to streamline the law and also to see that it's implemented, because earlier also there were limits, but then I don't think that Election Commission has so far been able to implement it.